Guys, Fives here with a face shave. It's gonna be a review. I'm gonna try to keep it kind of short. I am on call tonight for the hospital. I've been at work all morning, so it's kind of been hectic with emergencies and stuff lately. So, but I'm gonna hit on some notes that I think are pertinent to this review. The soap I'll be using is Elysian. I'm not good with words, but there's a label. And they're relatively new Artisan. And Adam was kind enough to buy us some tins for all the groomsmen to use and review. And I'll tell you what, this is my first time using it, and this thing lathered beautifully. Very easy to use. And again, never used this before. I'm using a Badger knot, which I tend to do better lathers with my synthetics. But this is just a perfect lather. I had no pre-shave on my face, so we'll see how this performance is. But right now, it feels awesome on my face. Nice, creamy, dense lather. And I threw water at it, and it took it like a champ. I'm using my 345 collaboration brush with AKA Brushworks. This is their Rumpkin brush that I put a V13 or V14 Venturian knot. So let's talk about the soap. This specific one is Pineapple Ambrosia. Pineapple, coconut, lime, jasmine blossom are some of the notes. And the scent strength is probably a 7 or 8 out of 10. I'm using the Charcoal Goods Level 3 with a second use Rapira Super Stainless. And I've got a lot of extra growth because it's past 1 o'clock and 1 p.m. and I normally shave between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. every single day. But performance, and this is my first pass ever with this soap, very slick, even with this highly efficient razor. No dragging whatsoever. And I can feel it on my face. It's really slick. So I'm going to talk about 3 main points. 1, performance. So performance so far seems to be really, really good. Lathered up really, really nicely. Really, really easily too. And can't say anything bad about the performance. Slickness is on par with all of the really good artisans out there. The PAAs, the House of Mammoth, the 345s, Sterlings. This is as good or better than any of those. And this is my first time using it, and I wasn't paid to do this. I wasn't given this for free. Adam bought it. He wants an honest review, and I'm giving my honest review. If it was bad or if the scent sucks, I will tell you. So I'm going to go across the grain. The price on this is $22 for 4 ounces, which in my opinion is generally pricey for that many ounces and that dollar amount. Because I generally go for if I'm getting, for example, a PAA soap and they have it in CK1, it's about $15, $16 after their slight price increase, and you get 4 ounces. And that's about my baseline. Is PAA CK1 formula. I will say the consistency of this soap is very firm. Obviously not triple milled or anything like that, but it was almost difficult for me to scoop it out with my fingers out of this tin that's that it came in. I got 2 ounces to try, and it does come in a metal tin. It is a nice tin. I don't see any dings or anything, so take that for what you will. I don't know if their 4-ounce pours come in tins or plastic tubs, but that's something for you to consider. And I'm able to buff on residual slickness without any issues. So again, performance, check, very, very good. Price is probably a little bit pricey for me if I'm considering, you know, other similar Artisans. But it's not, I mean, it's not $30 for 4 ounces, you know. And I think these are super small batch soaps, so that's taken into consideration, you know. They can't make as big of a batch, so I think supplies and time and all that stuff is taken into consideration for the pricing. And for the performance and the scent on this, would I pay that much? Yes, I would pay that much for this. And that leads me to my third main point is, am I going to, or would I buy this with my own, which Adam did. Adam bought it for all of us. But would I and will I go back to them and pay $22 for 4 ounces for this soap? Yes, I would. I think the performance is really, really good. And I think the scent is excellent. I'm a very firm believer of having strong scent strength. And again, this is about a 7 or an 8. And it smells fantastic. I was only going to do a 2-pass shave. So I have enough growth in the morning, but I find that I still have decent growth the next day after using this razor. It's not like my Rex Ambassador where I use it on setting 6 and I have very little growth the next day. So while this is efficient, it's not as efficient as my Rex Ambassador. So I'm going to finish rinsing off and I'll be back with the post. Alright, and I'm back. So I rinsed off and still got some soap in my beard. Rinsed off, use the PAA alum block, no stinging or alum feedback whatsoever. And I'm going to finish off with the Marvin Mcneil South Beach Aftershave Splash. Just because the pineapple and the coconut is going to pair perfectly with this pineapple ambrosia. And there is alcohol in this soap, in this splash, but I'm not getting any burning whatsoever. Actually, I have a little bit of a cut in my hand, and I feel it in my hand, but not in my face. So, very, very smooth shave. Excellent. My face feels great, and it felt great before I put the splash on, and it still feels great. So, no complaints there. Let's do a little bit of a recap. I know this was quick, but again, I'm on call for the hospital and it's been crazy, so kind of had to keep it short and quick. But we used the Elysian Pineapple Ambrosia. I get pineapple, coconut, and a little bit of the lime and a little bit of the jasmine blossom, but not much. It just kind of rounds the pineapple and the coconut sweetness. But I really enjoyed this soap. The performance is top notch. It's $22 for 4 ounces, which is okay. It's not bad for Artisan soap. And for the performance and scent strength, about a 7 or 8 on scent strength. I think it's worth it, and I'm going to definitely check them out and buy some. And I believe they're coming out with aftershave splashes soon, if they haven't already. I will link their Etsy shop below, and you can see more details there. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment and we can answer those as best as we can. But this was the soap, and I matched it with the Marvin Mcneil South Beach Aftershave, and I also used the EDP or EDT, whichever one it is, off camera. The EDP. I'll use this off camera later. And we used the AKA Brushworks 345 Rumpkin with a V13 or 14 Venturian. Soap lathered up great, so no complaints at all on performance or scent strength. And the Charcoal Goods level 3 with a second use Rapira Super Stainless was excellent as always. So thank you so much for watching and bearing with my quick review. See you next time.